What's going on, folks? It's Creative Duelist here. Today I'm here to talk about the ban list. I'm going to give my opinions on some of the stuff that got hit, some of the things that got limited, and some of the ban list changes. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to release a reaction video for the ban list because it was already too late, and of course, people had moved on, and I had no time to do so because I couldn't record and produce any content. But no matter, I'm going to go ahead and give my quick opinions on some of this stuff, and I'm just going to get right into the meat and potatoes. So, of course, the things that got banned, so of course, the main things like Orcus, Sky Striker, Salamangreats, that was pretty much inevitable. That was going to get hit, you know, it was just, they were just going to get hit. It was just such a big, it was so obvious, and it confused me how people were getting upset as to certain cards that getting hit, like, like, oh great, the deck I wanted to make is now, crippled. And I was just like, you know what, it's, you shouldn't really even be upset because it was a big, it wasn't, anything big. It wasn't a massive surprise to me because I knew those decks were going to get butchered. That's why I sold all my orchestrated returns and made hella money off them, because Orcus have been crippled now. Same thing with Salamangreats. Another thing, Brilliant Fusion getting banned, that makes sense. The reasons why Brilliant Fusion was banned is because, well, Master Rule 5, or revamped, or whatever you would like to say, is very imminent. Once we get, April, it's gonna be, the format's gonna literally change. There is a lot of decks that are very abusive because of, because going back to the old ways of Yu-Gi-Oh, where there's no extra deck restrictions. Brilliant Fusion would contribute to a unhealthy, toxic, toxic meta where you're able to do crazy combos and extend. So that's why they've hit Brilliant Fusion. They've just, they're not taking a chance, limiting it. They're trying to butcher all the problem cards so that when Master Rule 5 drops, Master Rule 5, there's going to be some crazy decks. That is to be expected, but obviously Konami is just trying to dampen the flames so that we don't get like a crazy reckless meta where no one can't play unless you're playing this deck, unless you're playing this, or unless you're playing that. We can't play. So that's understandable. It getting banned, of course, pretty much combo extender. Not really going to go into that. Same reasoning, in my opinion. So the stuff that got limited, so Pot of Avarice was hype. I actually jumped for joy at work when I found out Pot of Avarice was put to 1. That was crazy. So all the cards have gone up in price, and I told you guys to pick them up because I've got all mine, got my secret rares, and of course I made my money from selling some of them, so I'm pretty happy. Some dumb choices in my opinion that I thought were really silly. Card of Demise. Now, Card of Demise is really, like, it's not really broken. Like, Card of Demise is doing nothing. It's like the only decks you really see it prevalent in is True Dracos, or like odd, like anti-meta decks, or decks that, can benefit from, like back row heavy helmet decks, like those kind of decks, or these gimmicky burn decks. That's the only type of decks you see play Card of Demise. Otherwise, Card of Demise is in the realm of obscurity. So it really annoyed me that they put it to 1, because now, these decks suffer. And of course, Master Rule 5, like, Card of Demise would have been so great at 3, because then I could play my helmet decks and put these stupid, powerful decks in check. But I can't now because it's put to 1, which sucks. Another thing that I think is stupid is that they've limited Pankatops, and they limited Red Reboot. What are you doing, Konami? It's like you don't want us to have answers to cards when, we're trying to make safe plays. It's completely stupid. It's like what they did with Call by the Grave, when do you remember the format when it was just hand trap central? Hand traps are flying everywhere like boomerangs. People are playing Ash, Droll, Veilers, DD, Crow, and I think they put Call Call by the Grave to 1 or 2, I think. They semi-limited, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that's so stupid because we needed answers for that. Those cards are support cards. Those cards help us. Those cards aren't broken. They're there for a reason, to keep these other cards in check. And when you limit the support in order to put these cards in check, you basically enable the, you're basically enabling the problem to get worse. And again, when what they did with Call by the Grave, when they put it back to 3, obviously, once they realized that, hey, we actually need this. They're probably going to do it again. So they'll probably look at this and be like, okay, it was a stupid mistake to put Pankatops to 1. Like, these cards were very important. Like, it kind of hurts my Lair of Darkness, and it hurts like some of the decks, and it also hurts my options, and of course Red Reboot to deal with annoying traps. So that is in my opinion another stupid thing Konami made. So that was very irritating. As besides everything else was pretty much set in stone. Some of the cards off the list was pretty nice. Nice to see Book of Moon at 3, and certain other cards as well, put back to 3, because some of the cards really truly shouldn't even be at 1 because they're so garbage now. And it's nice to see Tour Guide at 2. So of course Tour Guide has spiked in price. So now Burning Abyss, Master Rule 5, Burning Abyss is going to be definitely thrown back into the swing of things, and I can't wait to play Burning Abyss in Master Rule 5, because Master Rule 4 Burning Abyss is just some corny builds and I don't like it. But anyway folks, that's pretty much it for the video. If you folks enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like, comment down below, give me your thoughts about the ban list. Did you enjoy a lot of the choices? Were some of the choices you didn't enjoy, some of the choices you thought were silly? Just leave your thoughts down in the comment section. I'd love to hear your opinions. Yes folks, this is the Creative Duelist signing off. Peace, take care.